listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
We are the sexiest gaming podcast in the world. We're also, as of last live stream, the saddest gaming podcast in the world. And we we have exclusive rights to the first four-way podcast in the world. That's right. We're the four-way. It's Goons, Games, and Gear. It's St. Patrick's Day still. I don't drink. The one below me chooses not to drink. The one to the right of me drank already. He pre-gamed, and the one to the opposite corner is going to drink. All right, yes, nice.
I've already been drinking, so
see, I get drunk on life. You know, I'm one of those people.
That's the healthiest way.
Like I'm one of those losers that's like unironically says in public, I get drunk on life. I don't know. I don't.
You're the kind of person that probably gets shoved in a locker for that to go off, I guess.
True. I'm first of all very picky with foods and drinks. Like if I just don't like it, I won't drink it. So or eat it. So alcohol all just tastes terrible. I know it's an acquired taste, but I just can't acquire it. That's just how I'm built.
I mean, the easiest way to get over that is you just keep going until you black out, and then once you get alcohol poisoning for the first like 3 or 4 times, it all tastes good after that.
I got drunk once in my life, and Rob was there for it, and what
a sight that was.
Yeah, he can prove it. The only time I've ever been drunk, the only time I ever let my dad down, and he never knew. I kept it to my grave.
And he kept it secret from him. Oh my word,
Derek! I don't think I ever told. Actually, I might have. I really can't remember. I know. There's only like been 2 times. One time I ever lied to him. Which was because we were very close friends, and that time was when I went to a Disturbed concert. But it was like 2.5 hours away, and even though I was like 21 at the time, he was still like an overprotective parent, and I knew if I told him, he either wouldn't let me go or like buy a ticket for himself to go. And I'm just like, I'm not hauling him around for 2.5 hour drive and stuff. So I went by myself. I told him I was seeing a friend for the day. And when I got back, I told him, he's just like, I'm happy you lied to me, but never do it again. It's like, so anyway, that's my personal story. Does anyone have any funny or good St. Patrick's Day stories before we, go on an episode that has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day?
None that I think I want to share. Positive to add.
Yeah, none that I want to share.
Nothing I want publicly on the record. No, I want to know my shame.
Look, this is the first time I've ever been to a bar for St. Patrick's Day, so I guess that's exciting.
Really?
They do that whole green beer stick, or
yeah,
no,
I did Irish car bombs.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
That's the one thing that I wish that I had actually gone, but I had like free home cooked food waiting for me, so like why would I go to the bar?
There it is. I'm happily in a relationship.
I have good food anymore. I remember the last
time
I went to a bar with me and a buddy of mine. It was like, just off of the drinks alone, I think my buddy and I had racked up a $50 bill between the two of us, which I'm sure probably isn't a lot for some people. And if that is not a lot for you, you might want to go see about an AA meeting.
It's only a problem if you call it one.
That's
you?
That's oddly optimistic, but also a terrible advice. Like,
I am not here to give good advice. Everybody who actually knows me knows that I don't give good advice. I give advice, and if it works for you, then it works for you. And then, you can say, man, that guy, wealth of insight. And if it doesn't work for you, it's like, wow, that guy kind of sucks.
I concur.
Did his mic peak for anyone else? Or that's just
it? Yeah, it peaked for me. I felt like this ear-piercing demonic screech just filled my eardrums while my good buddy was talking. And it's almost like I'd have to call in for like an exorcist or something.
No, you're fine now. It was just weird. I think maybe you're too close to the mic, but
blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah,
for Derek, like I know this is your first time going to a bar for St. Patty's Day.
I find it surprising.
Yeah, me too. But I used to periodically go from open until close to the same bar that you stopped at today, every St. Patty's Day. So I would be there from like 10:30, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. every St. Patty's Day, and I wish it was a $50 bar tab.
Sheesh.
I mean,
the one year my
alcoholic.
one this one I could share. The one year my one buddy and I, we wanted to hold like a buzz throughout the entire day, so we did a car bomb every hour on the hour, and then we like nursed like beers and stuff in between. That gets real expensive real fast.
Yeah, day drinking is
Expensive
not very
hobby.
easy on the wallet.
Yeah, neither is sock collecting. I go through so many socks. So many socks that I have to destroy, you know. It's just like,
What, are you using them as a
True.
rag for something illicit? Like,
look, I'm not
dang,
saying
dude.
what I use it for. All I'm saying is that once a week I go to GameStop, get those those terribly made video game socks, and then I use said socks in a way that works for me, and then I dispose of the socks because I'm ashamed of myself.
Honestly, I feel like that's the best way to use anything from GameStop.
It sounds like there's an abundance of flakes on your carpet, and I really don't want to be there when that happens.
Oh no!
That's messed
So
up.
gross.
All right. Anyways,
Yeah, flaky carpet's nice. That's how I wanted to start this. So yeah,
yo, that's a band name. I'm calling it.
Flaky,
Flaky
ugh.
carpet.
Oh god. So yeah, that's our intro, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for, and I guess 2,000 subs on YouTube, 100 subs on. Actually, guess as many subs as possible everywhere. Monetization is only pennies to the dollar for us, and when that happens, it'll literally make me cry. So at least we're close to 500.
Yeah, I'm ready to cry at any time. So just do it.
Honestly, if you guys just want to start getting more subs in here, so I can like lick their tears when they start crying, I'd really appreciate it.
Ooh, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
live stream us crying and Rob licking our tears.
Yes, profound happiness with a twinge of depression.
Mark my words. Once we get to 10,000 subs, we're gonna do a Goons Games Gear calendar set. All four of us. You know, it's gonna be great. That's right. You're both involved. I don't want to say we're gonna be shirtless, but definitely George. Definitely, like absolutely, 100%.
I mean, yeah, probably.
If the lips match the drapes, then I think we're in for a good time.
Not yet, but
Oh.
maybe at some point.
What?
That'd be cool.
What?
Because it's piercings. I was saying that he might have like nipply piercings.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah, but you got to go all the way. Get like the chain that like connects the two.
Oh, absolutly. Like
Yeah.
I,
like
I
the
would
twin
get
like brass
pierced
barbells that
specifically.
like connects to a chain right between the
Yeah,
two.
exactly.
I'll even link the chain up through the
Oh,
lip
God.
rings and just
Ah.
like
It just reminded me of the original Punisher movie
No.
where they tortured that
oh,
guy
yeah.
by ripping out his piercings and he didn't rat.
yeah.
Like, that's a real bro. That's a bro moment.
Yeah.
I would just be very careful around showers and any angry significant others. You did what? Ah! My nipples. I only have one nipple. This is terrible. Whoa, what just happened? Why did things move? Hold on, if I do control, what just? There we go. That was weird. All right. That was. I honestly don't know what happened there, but okay. So this episode, this last episode we talked about Nintendo stuff. We're gonna change it up a little bit. Got some like general gaming topics, but I just thought it'd be fun. Create a list, pulled them out of the hat, and here we go. Yeah. First off is I guess what is your guys' favorite soundtracks in a video game? Or at least what comes to mind? Like whenever someone says a video game soundtrack, the very first game I can think of is Halo 3. Or even the Halo series, but particularly Halo 3 sticks with me so hard. It is such an amazing, just like orchestral soundtrack. It just like it blows me away anytime I hear it. And then I mean the iconic Halo noise. I don't know. Every time I think about it, man, I love it. I love it so much.
It's got to be Ocarina of Time.
That's such a basic answer, though.
I know,
yeah,
but
I
like
haven't-
that's
wait,
like
wait.
the most.
I'm not
iconic
gonna
soundtrack.
sit here and disparage it in any way, shape, or form. It is a very good soundtrack. I will
Wait.
agree with you
Hold on a
there.
second. Hold on. How are you guys
It's that
counting
or
as a soundtrack?
Skyrim.
Wait. I'm confused with the Ocarina of Time thing. You're including like the lullabies that you play?
Yeah, that's part of the soundtrack.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah, Bolero of Fire slaps. What do you mean?
Yeah, it does, but
The
like,
Dongo's Cavern. Oh boy.
okay, well, okay. I mean, I wouldn't put like the lullabies in the soundtrack, but I would count like
Nah, that's part of it.
the what's played in like the dungeons and stuff like that. Like the that really threw me for a loop. Because like a lot of games, or I can't even think of another series where you just like play your own music. That
Tales of Symphonia.
all right, let's not make
The
up
whole
words.
thing.
Let's see.
The whole game is about like music. Yeah, DDR. But
that doesn't Dance Dance Revolution. What? I mean,
Guitar Hero 3.
hold on, hold on.
Okay. We're just gonna start taking
You're
actual
melting
music
my
and put
brain
it
with
in
these.
here?
Hold
Okay.
on a second.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not gonna.
that was from
okay.
chat,
All right.
dog. That was
All
from
right.
chat.
All right, Mike.
Let me bring us back down to earth here for a second. Here, if you want my pick for a soundtrack, I'm gonna give it to Mega Man X3.
Can you hum it like dun 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 dun? Dun. Like
No,
Why would I do
it's
that?
like Skyrim.
Do I look like I'm just drinking
yeah, but
Zima?
like okay, so like Skyrim super iconic. I mean, at least the main menu and stuff like that, or just
Yeah.
you know, but iconic. But yeah, I don't know.
Now, is
I'm
it
thinking, like,
iconic because it was iconic, or is it iconic because Todd keeps shoving it down our throats every couple of years?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's always it's the most iconic
If
soundtrack
I had-
17 times.
if I had like an Alexa right now, I'd be like, hey Alexa, play
Despacito.
play the sounds of Todd Howard. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Buy my game on a new platform. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Here it comes again.
Keep buying my game. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
Derek, I'm surprised that Kingdom Hearts wasn't on that list for soundtracks.
It's Kingdom Hearts. Well, you just asked what the most iconic one was. It's
like,
definitely Ocarina.
I'm trying to think of
I figured you were going. No, because he originally asked what your favorite soundtrack was. That's
Then yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts.
Because if we're talking about best, that's
want
usually a really hard sell.
For me, like iconic, I can't even pick just one. And if I had to, I would probably say Final Fantasy X. But the Final Fantasy games.
Hold on.
Yeah,
How
like
could you pick
7 to 10.
wait. How could you pick Final Fantasy over the iconic giants like Dig Dug or Snake? Hello, these
Right.
games are just like
Leisure Suit Larry.
Because when
Derek,
we're
those
if
sound
we're,
effects are
if
like,
we are talking
Hello
about
Kitty Island Adventure. Like, come on, guys.
if we're talking
in
about like
Bushwick. We're
soundtracks,
talking
like
about
Final
Ivy
Fantasy
League here.
has some of the best soundtrack music.
I think the hot coffee scene from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas has a great soundtrack.
You're all wrong. It's Donkey Kong 64. They went so hard with that theme song.
Banana.
Oh,
banana.
wait, are we including that in a sound? I wouldn't include that in a soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
like
No, that's a soundtrack. It's definitely different than like
No, if you
what you
want to
play
talk
on the
iconic,
Ocarina.
we're gonna say Banjo Kazooie because that gets used in like every video game.
Ooh.
Rob,
YouTuber's,
have you
like, videos.
have you listened to like the not remastered but more remixed updated soundtrack to Banjo Kazooie?
I think it's just like an arranged soundtrack, wouldn't it be?
It's
Considered
not
an
though.
arranged one?
It's like he
It's
updated
like
it.
every song from the game, he just like reproduced it
Yeah.
basically.
But he still changed it up. You look up Rejiggied, it's phenomenal. I use it in any of my but should you in my review videos.
Rejiggied
God,
sounds like
Vader
I'm
too,
about to be
yes.
coerced into something.
I know.
awful.
I swear. Look up Kurt. Wait, that's his name, Kurt, right?
Yeah,
Kurt Granthope,
something
right?
Yeah.
Kurt
Kurt
Hope.
Granthope and Rejiggied. It's literally an album, a Banjo Kazooie album that he made. It's phenomenal. All instrumental, full of love. But yeah, the Banjo Kazooie series is that's true. That
Grant Kirkhope. That's what it was.
okay, Grant Kirkhope. Yes. Whenever you get the chance, but that's also very iconic. And
Chat once again brings up a really good point. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Specifically, 2 was mentioned in chat, but I would go so far as to say 1 through 4, just in general, all the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through 4.
Was 2 the one with Amoeba?
Yeah, was that the one where it's like hang my balls on a cherry tree? Because I said that like 100 times to my dad. He absolutely wanted to choke me out. He 100% wanted to wring my neck.
Oh no,
You
yeah,
absolutely should have taken the risk.
Yeah,
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I believe. Oh, I don't want.
Oh no, 2 was a banger though. Yeah,
2 was a banger.
I know I'm saying soundtrack, but I'd like to divide this into instrumentals, games with just instrumental music, and games that actually have licensed music. I think I would argue there's a difference.
Yeah, in instrumental, I would still put Final Fantasy at the top of my list personally.
Instrumental. I'm sticking with my pick of Mega Man X.
I can't think of Mega Man X music.
It's unfortunate. That's some of the best bangers on the console.
Yeah. But if we're going licensed music, another video game that had really good licensed music were the Need for Speed Undergrounds.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yep, that's correct.
I never played them.
But
Hot Pursuit 2 also had some really good ones.
Yeah, I feel like I've only played one, but I think on the PS2, but I couldn't remember at all what it was. I remember what was the Burnout game for I think the original Xbox, or maybe it was 360. I feel like Burnout.
Paradise?
No, it was the one before Paradise, I think. But I miss Burnout. Right. Anyway, excuse me. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Like, I again, for me, it's so hard about that Ocarina of Time thing because like I just don't include the songs that you actually learn and play. But some of them are bangers though. A fair amount of them, really. The Song of Storms. Why Can't I Be Happy? Where Did My Dad Go? You know, those lullabies are pretty. They're pretty nuts, right? They go hard.
He didn't get
all my friends are missing, and I exist in a constant state of fear and misery.
Yeah, that's one of the
Take
longer.
me out of the Shadow Realm, please. It's getting dark.
Final Fantasy VII. That game comes up so often. Is that like just like the best game ever made or something? Final Fantasy VII.
It is popular.
I think it was top 5. Ocarina of Time was voted the best game ever, which I don't agree with, but
right. Well, 7 was the one that really brought Final Fantasy like to the West, right? We had other Final Fantasy games before that, but 7 was the one that at the time pushed the boundaries with the graphics. The soundtrack was amazing. The story, I love Final Fantasy 7, don't get me wrong. I don't think the original story was very cohesive. And you know what? That may be an unpopular opinion. There are so many plot holes and things that just did not make sense that I'm glad that it's getting a remake. I just wish it wasn't taking them.
Okay, so hot take.
Yeah.
And definitely an unpopular opinion. Final Fantasy VII was just a 4-disc long journey to Tifa getting her back blown out and the Italian Senate.
I mean, he's 100% correct.
Years of wrong to watch Cloud blow her back out at the Italian Senate.
Interesting. That's a hot take I've
been
heard.
Cloud though. It wouldn't have been Cloud. It would have been Barrett. It would have been Barrett. Cloud was too hung up on Aerith. And yes, I said Aerith, not Eris.
Should I be playing Final Fantasy if girls are getting their back blown out? I never played one, so
it's implied.
So
it's not actually
from a popular Orange Tube level website.
Yeah,
okay.
Is that how we get that sponsorship?
we can hope.
All right, we just got to film it ourselves. Rob, you beat Tifa.
No.
Probably getting all of it.
Derek's got the hair that's closest to hers. Make him.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
You've got the hair for it. All I've got is this silver.
No, he's got Aerith hair. He's got Aerith hair.
Yeah, I've got Aerith hair, so I don't get.
I'm literally taller than all of you. If anything, Derek is the perfect candidate.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I think we're all sleeping on. Even though I hate, I mean, like looking back, the generation sucked on Pokemon like Gold and Silver, because that Ash, I mean, the red battle, that was like the ultimate, and to this day one of the best like song or music tracks for a battle. Dun 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 dun. It's just like your heart's racing, you know,
They're about to get mugged.
They're about to...
You know, another game franchise. I can't speak too much of 1 and 2, but I think Rob can maybe attest, and I know Derek probably can. Maybe not. I think you only played the later ones. Persona also has.
I was gonna say
fantastic
Persona 5.
soundtracks.
I have no
Persona
say on
5.
this.
Persona 5 soundtrack. If you're into like alternative jazz, but not jazz itself, like, yeah, Persona 5 is great. 4 was really good, and 3 was really good too. So like the Persona games have great music as well. Actually, I would throw in with Shin Megami Tensei games also. I think all the Shin Megami games and
They do
Atlas
have
games,
some really fire music.
yeah, all the Atlas games have really good music. Catherine.
Oh, that was such a weird game, but I loved it when I played
Yeah, Catherine was great.
Sorry,
I got my steelbook somewhere for when they.
Actually, I'd have to say, although Halo first thing comes to mind, my favorite soundtrack of all time is probably. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a cop out, but Smash Ultimate again. I know we said it, referenced it last episode, but the amount of music that's in that game, and like how everything's just remixed, and like also from third party IPs. It's just phenomenal. Like the Donkey Kong remix one. Like I mean, I obviously can't say it, but that was amazing. If like there's so much good music in Smash Ultimate. It's just like every retro game just redone for the modern era. And bring the tear to my eye, okay? Okay. Yeah, well, I think it's beautiful. So you guys probably like the best. Actually, let's break it down here. All right, so like let's go by the 3. Then what do you think Nintendo's game with the best soundtrack? Because mine's going to be Smash Ultimate, but therefore is it Ocarina of Time you'd think is the best Nintendo one, or you think
my favorite or the best one?
Both. Just say whatever one like you think was the
my
best.
My favorite's Wind Waker. The
That's
best one, I mean, I guess as long as you don't consider Smash just a compilation, then yeah, it'd be Smash
Luigi,
Brothers
because Luigi Mansion.
It just has everything. Luigi's Mansion is up there too.
Or I mean, I probably got the sound design is what I would categorize that. Versus well, I don't know. Anyway, Rob, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to give it to Metroid Prime. I think the music direction and the general feel of everything was just unbelievably phenomenal. It fit that game's background on a lonely, isolated planet to a T. It was just the music helped bring that game alive. Did
you play the remaster?
I haven't been able to play the remaster yet.
Well, good news. Derek has an extra copy. It's sealed. It's for you.
Right there. Back in stock. You can buy it.
Oh.
Oh, I have to buy it? Hell no.
Yeah, Rob doesn't believe in buying video anymore. It's either legally emulating it or
legally emulating it.
Yeah, because who's got the money to spend on these when the game prices get higher and higher? Like, dude, I am not made of money.
I don't want to say we happen to know people who can give us discounts on these things, but I know a certain UPS driver.
Yeah, and he couldn't fix my broken marriage, so what are we doing here?
I think a UPS driver would cause a broken marriage, not like solve it. Anyway, so you think it's your favorite and the best, or just your favorite, Rob?
It's not my favorite because, I already said my favorite earlier, but if I'm going to say the best, I'm going to double down and say that that's the best. That's some of the best music Nintendo has ever produced.
What about like Mario? Isn't that some great music?
Obviously not. The composer killed himself after.
Whoa! First of all, you have to say unalive himself.
He unalived himself.
He logged out from life.
Yeah, he logged out from life.
Interesting way to phrase it.
He quit the server.
He quit. Wow, that's like the nerdiest.
He got vac banned from the server for being too fired.
He got permabanned by God.
Dude,
yeah,
you guys are
I
cruel.
think it was after Mario Bros. Like at the second Super Mario Bros. 2. I think that's when he left the server.
It's fine. Then we got bangers from Sunshine and Galaxy and all those.
I never knew that about the composer.
Yeah.
Was there a reason?
Maybe
he's
I
like,
don't know how factual it is, but I am from what I had like read or heard, it was thought that from the constant playing of him like making and composing the songs, it just drove him insane. But that could be,
folktale.
Yeah, it could be a folktale.
Is it like when
that's it?
All the kids were getting like epilepsy attacks from that Pokemon music from the Ghost Tower. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I think, yeah. Let's see.
There, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where like there's like that tale that like Japanese kids were like getting like seizures or something from like the sound in the Ghost Tower from the original Pokemon.
Oh, in Lavender Town.
Yeah.
It was like driving them to like play Sudoku and stuff.
Or am I confusing with like Pokemon Black? Was that the
Sudoku games really do get people?
It was
every year.
it was the Ghost Tower in Lavender Town.
Oh, okay.
That soundtrack, for whatever reason, it like actually messes with your mind, like in a negative way for whatever reason.
I wonder if that's why I keep committing tax fraud, because I can listen to that beforehand.
Look, now the government just doesn't lay it out for you enough, right?
True. That tax episode.
Yes, the government control experiment. That was a joint project with Japan to make people just go absolutely off the wall. Was in a funny haha graveyard town where Pokemon died. Absolutely.
Just like the Porygon episode, where everyone got like a seizure because there's so many flashing lights and they had to ban Pokemon.
I mean, I saw that and I was like, haha, funny color.
Then I blacked out and then I came back. All right, well, now we got our favorite sounds and stuff like that out of the way. What do you think? What's the game that you hated the soundtrack, or like you thought it was just like you didn't even want to listen to it ever?
Ooh,
the worst soundtrack.
Like something you just like you hate it. Like when you played it, you're like, this sucks. Derek, don't cry. If it triggers you from a past experience, if you're traumatized by it. Were you hurt by a soundtrack, Derek?
By the way, that I believe that was a false rumor as well, because I'm trying to up things.
The band episode for Porygon wasn't a rumor. That actually happened. The Lavender Town thing, I'm pretty sure that's just a hoax.
Nope. I can tell you, I there's some things I did when.
No, I'm talking about the composer for Mario. I believe that is a false rumor. I just wanted to clarify.
Welcome to Goons, Games, and Gear, where we purposely spread misinformation.
Don't clip that. That's great. Now when we get canceled at 100,000 subs because the tall guy who used to be on the podcast decided to say that he likes to lie. So, or that the podcast likes to lie. So,
webcam, can you fix yourself? Thanks.
Nah, I think it's just like a quality issue with the internet for some reason. But anyway, I guess I'll start it here.
Give me an example.
I'm trying to think of an example, Derek. I'm trying to think of an example. I mean, I could reference back to Constantine, the video game on the original Xbox. That was not only the worst playing game I ever played, but the worst sounding game I've ever played. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think of one that like on the Game Boy, but those are usually bangers. Let's see. I didn't really care for Destroy All Humans soundtrack. I thought it was like there's nothing special about it. It's still a good game though.
It was like one of those like B-movie alien soundtrack type of deals, which I feel like added to it. But I can see how that could get grating after a while. I don't know. I actually did give it a shot, so I'd have to say Crazy Bus.
Crazy Bus?
Yeah, listen to the opening theme to Crazy Bus, and let me know how you deal with it.
No, I don't want to
Why?
because I don't.
Just
You know what?
Why don't you just do me a favor and listen to it real quick?
This may be a super hot take on my part because I love the franchise so much.
Doki Doki Literature
Evil
Club.
Director's Cut.
Resident Evil's
No.
Director's Cut?
Resident Evil Director's Cut. That soundtrack was pretty bad. Like,
what is the difference from the Director's Cut and the base?
from my understanding, Director's Cut is the one that came to the US and it had alternative scenes in it that were not in the original game called Biohazard. So it was stuff for the West, but the soundtrack was not very good. And you know what? The voice acting was so awful that it was perfection. Okay.
Oh my god! Oh.
You were almost like when the voice actor in the game probably had to do so many takes, right? And they went with one where you could audibly hear this man try to not laugh as he said his line. Great. You were almost Jill Sandwich.
It's a Jill Sandwich. You know, I giving it more thought. I wouldn't say it's a bad soundtrack. Oh, I don't know the soundtrack to be honest, but I know for voice acting wise, like, is it supposed to be bad for Shenmue? Like, I feel like whenever I listen to Shenmue 1 and 2 or like clips of it, it just seems very like poor. Is that the appeal?
I don't know.
I think so. I think it's one of those like it's so bad it's good kind of deals.
Is that why Shenmue 3 failed?
Oh yeah, because everybody bought it and they were like, "What is this game?" Nobody like understood what it was supposed to be.
And it was back to being bad. The people didn't catch on to the joke, but I'm trying. You know what series also usually has a slamming soundtrack? Sonic. I feel like every Sonic game, whether it was bad or not,
Sonic,
just had a great like just
Sonic did have good soundtracks, yeah.
like and Shadow. That all of me did that. I blast that once a week. They went dark and edgy. That was beautiful. You have to be a hedgehog with a gun. What more could you want in life?
Dude,
I mean, that's
Pumpkin
why
Hill rap.
I'd like better controls and a better camera for starters.
Nope, no, we're gonna ignore that.
not possible.
Is he Pumpkin
We're
Hill
not we're
rap?
not talking about game mechanics. We're talking about music. Get on the right podcast, Rob.
Listen, the music. All right, listen here. I can't say the word I want to do, but if I were to say it, it'd be pretty unkind. But
You can say it.
yeah, the soundtrack was all right. It wasn't my favorite, but it was all right.
Wait, what Sonic game had the terrible voice acting? Was it 6 or was it Adventure?
All of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of one that was good.
Really? I think the newer Sonics have good voice acting. At least for Sonic itself.
Right.
Like I think they really nailed down
Did you
the
play
end
Sonic
themes.
Forces though?
Oh, yeah, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces exists right up there with Saint Anger. Never came out.
Saint Anger?
Mm-hmm. Derek knows what I'm talking about.
God, I don't want to know what you're talking about.
What
This
is Saint
Derek.
Anger?
I wish I didn't know what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Rob, you ever heard of
We
Saint
can move
Anger?
on.
Okay.
We can move on.
What? Whoa,
What is Saint Anger? What is here are my questions. What is Saint Anger? How long will Rob's cabinet last? And what am I gonna have for lunch tomorrow? These are the hard-hitting questions. Especially how long will Rob's desk last? I hope it breaks a live stream. That's I'm praying for it.
Why would you wish that on anybody? Like,
Because they're literally Boeing. Unless there's valuable stuff.
Listen, it's fine. That is sturdy quality plywood. All right, it's fine. It's not gonna happen.
Also, real quick, I know that this is not like a super important thing,
Everything is.
But I need a pat on the back every once in a while. Mental
No.
health reasons and stuff. I have made it about 35 minutes and I have not cursed once.
You're gonna
I
force
got
my
you,
hand.
George.
Yep, there it goes. There it goes.
No, he didn't say it. He didn't say it.
No,
He-
I only said half of
It
it.
doesn't count.
We're
without
still
the
on a
hard
0
K.
counter.
You
Put
need
the
the
F-bomb counter
at
on the
end.
screen.
Yeah. Put an F-bomb counter on the screen.
I
I'll rack that up.
I can't do it live. I don't. Yeah, like I don't. I can't do it live. There's no. I mean, I probably could. It just takes too much of my effort, time and effort.
Aw, the streamer doesn't want to put in the effort. How cringe.
I don't see you hosting this. I don't see. Where's your Digimon episode, huh? Yeah. And how about this?
You know what's a terrible
How
video
about
game
that?
soundtrack? Halo 4.
We don't talk about Halo 4. Halo 4 is like the. What's that? Halo 4 is like season 9 of Scrubs. Actually, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Halo 5
No,
was the
because
season 9 of
Halo
Scrubs.
5 was the season 9,
yeah.
not Halo 4.
Yeah.
Halo 4 was getting there, though.
Halo 4 is like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
I kind of dug their multiplayer. Even though they were taking a page out of Call of Duty's book, I actually kind of liked it.
I don't even remember it, to be honest.
I love being able to start with a carbine and just absolutely just trotting on kids. It nothing really compares.
By the
Trotting.
way, I know we mentioned P5. There's a new spin-off game coming, Derek. It just got announced.
Oh, yes, I
It's
saw it.
gonna
Like,
be
the
really-
mobile
They
version.
just
apparently a
ported
mobile
over
game.
3 and 4.
Yeah, P3P and P4 Golden are on Game Pass right now for anybody who wants to check them out.
Yeah.
But no, there's another Persona 5 spin-off game coming, and apparently it's going to be a mobile game, but it's called Phantom of the Night, and apparently the trailer is supposed to be really cool. I will check that out later and give you my I'm not going to do it now on stream, but I will check it out and I will let you know if it might be worth checking out.
I'll have to add a way to do like reactions for 4 people, like we all watch the same video, because I have it set up for me and Derek. I'm sure I can just add 2 more people to it when I get the chance.
I'm still waiting for a reaction video from Derek on Dragon Ball Legends.
Oh, I need to go back to it. Actually, they just added it so you could play it on the PC. I meant to download it.
The Dragon Ball Legends, the YouTube video?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the mobile game. No.
No.
I need to watch that still.
Can you guys hear the clapping?
Yes. That was me.
No, I didn't hear clapping.
Really? Oh no, I know.
That was me
I played
bouncing
a
my
soundtrack.
kids around.
It's just a-
Oh, I didn't hear
Oh.
anything, no.
Huh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Well, we can move on. So,
Yeah.
which means we're going to weapons. And I'm pretty excited about this one. And I think Rob will be pretty excited about it too. Like it's just what because you like you spent like an hour the other day on that like that Doom mod showing me all these different weapons and like how ridiculous they are. Okay, so I have a hunch you like weapons.
I am a bit predisposed to my shoot bang sticks. Yes.
All right, I'll start with the one. Okay, what is the best weapon you've ever? I was gonna say used, but I guess yeah. Best
No, it
weapon you
makes
ever
sense.
used. Yeah, best weapon you ever used in a video game. Like your or favorite. I guess I'll put that. Your favorite. Like, what do you think is? Yeah, what is your favorite weapon you've ever used in a video game?
That's hard.
Because like for me, top ones are like the Wabbajack staff from Oblivion.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Where just like the randomizer in a weapon. That was really cool. I would say
I have a really, really bad answer to this one, so I'm going to think of a real one.
okay.
But-
Well, is it actually a video game weapon?
It is a video game weapon, yes.
Okay.
But it was based off of real weapons.
Gotcha. I like
But I hold such a nostalgic memory of that one that I can't not. So I'll think of something else, but
I love crafting the crippling poison dart gun in Fallout 3. That like always made me incredibly happy. You just shot someone and then like after a few seconds all their limbs would just break. That's high up there. Virgil's I'm blanking. What are they called? Don't tell me what it is. I just don't say it. Anyway, Yes,
You said it too late.
Yes, the tomato Yamato. That's like my favorite weapon ever. I love playing Virgil. The Moon Veil in every Souls game is also one that comes to mind. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, those are my favorite. But I think Wabbajack's probably the most unique one because you just hit stuff and it just. If I recall correctly, it just transformed them into something else completely, right? Or was it a random effect as well?
Random effect.
Okay,
Random
it was
effect.
random. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Liza was just playing not too long ago, and she had the Wabbajack, and it was doing some crazy stuff, from turning enemies into things into here's a like fireball spell out of it to like berserk, different like status effects and stuff like that. It was a completely randomized weapon from my understanding. I'm gonna throw out I'm literally going to throw out my throw out weapon and just say nothing ever felt as good or sounded as good to me in a shooter as the intervention in the original Modern Warfare 2.
The intervention.
Yeah.
Modern
The intervention.
Warfare.
Oh, yes. As Liza just mentioned in chat, the Wabbajack also turned an enemy into a chicken. So
It's called the the intervention.
Intervention. Yes,
Intervention.
It was a bolt-action sniper rifle in the original Modern Warfare 2. It's the one that you see a lot of, like, if you ever go back and watch like trick shots and stuff like that. It is the bolt action that like everybody used for like trick shotting and stuff, but because it had the best gun sounds in that game, period. So, but that's my throwaway answer. I will come up with a better one. But I also really like Yamato from Virgil. Virgil is my favorite.
Well, I said
Devil May Cry character.
Same.
So we'll circle back. We'll circle back until I have better. Scorpion's like rope dart.
Yeah, but he copied it from Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, it's not that unique.
How?
I don't think that's true.
I think it's true. I think it's true. Another
You're
comes
just
to mind.
trying to make me mad at this point.
It's not my favorite, but it's iconic. The ray gun from Black Ops, or I guess to zombie Call of Duty.
Pick me up. I've got the ray gun.
We got the ray gun. Can the portal gun be considered a weapon? It is a gun, but it's not. You never use it like aggressively, unless.
I mean, the best offense is a good defense, right?
I do.
So
put your hand through this portal. Okay, you just close the portal. Ah! That's how I use it.
Minecraft mods, man. You shoot that at the moon, you just destroy everything. It's a black hole.
Yeah, you killed Gladys with it, so technically it's a weapon.
It is a weapon, yes.
That was a really cool ending to a game. I thought that was incredible. That was a very unique and cool ending. I was very surprised to end. That was just very cool, very cool. Also, I'm going to give it to. I mean, Halo Infinite has really good like weapon sounds. Or aesthetically pleasing to the ear.
You know, one of my favorite weapons. And I have mixed feelings on the game itself, as Derek is well aware of. But the Red 9 in Resident Evil 4 was a great gun.
Never heard of it.
The Red 9 was fantastic. The game itself, again, I have mixed reviews. It was a great game. Do not get me wrong. Resident Evil 4 was a great game. I wish they had called it something different. But the Red 9. Yeah.
The Red 9? But what did it do?
The Red 9. It's a handgun. And once you upgrade it, the sounds it makes, and the fire rate and everything were just great in that game. It was incredibly useful. Like, usually when you think of a pistol in most like video games, you don't think that they're like end game worthy, the Red 9 absolutely was. You could use the once you got the Red 9 and you upgraded it, you could run that all the way to the end, which I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I'd also another weapon I thoroughly enjoy. I think I'd look up the name of it, but the Nemean Cestus, the gauntlets from God of War 3. I just loved punching the hell out of everything.
Ooh, yeah.
That game. That
God of War weapons were pretty.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
Blades of Athena, Blades of Exile, Nemean Cestus, Claws of Hades, and Nemesis Whip.
Yeah.
And also the Dick of War, because he's just slamming it away at
Right,
baddies.
you laid pipe to Aphrodite.
He did.
To everyone. Everyone, Derek. I would argue Kukos are also a weapon, because if you piss them off enough, they're all, one, they're invincible, but two, they attack you in an infinite swarm. So that counts.
Yep. Legend of Zelda. Yep.
Yeah. Rob, you've been pretty quiet. What's your
Yeah, because they didn't want to interrupt while you guys were talking.
Well, that didn't stop you before.
No,
Yeah, but
Rob, that's very
were...
considerate. This is what we call character growth.
How's that for character growth, you friggin' reprobate?
That's not.
If I had to pick weapons,
Nice.
I mean, if we're talking weapons, BFG 9000 easily. It's just the original big old gun, and especially with the love it's gotten in recent years with Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, it's just
yeah.
My baby's just as good as it ever was.
Rob, I'm right there with you, my man.
What's your favorite modded weapon ever? Because you,
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna go into that, because let's be honest here, people watching this aren't gonna know half of what I even start talking about.
That's fair.
But I guess if like for other weapons that I'd have to say, the Bishamon sword from the Onimusha series was also just such a slap weapon. Just cut through everything, through a hot knife, through butter. You could spam special attacks without any worry. So it was just a really just overall fun katana to use. I guess you couldn't even really call it a katana. I guess you could call it a sword rather. And then if I had to pick one more, I really like, I guess I'd lump these all in as a whole, but with as many misgivings as I have with Metroid Prime 3, all the phase-on abilities that you could get through like the Hyper Beam, Hyper Missiles, Hyper Morph Ball, all that stuff, just A1. Sounded chunky, hit like a truck, just awesome.
Yeah, I also like the Hyper Beam from Pokemon.
Another weapon that I'm going to
what I say for saying what I'm interested in. I am so tired of getting accosted.
No.
I thought we were just talking about character development. Can you please do better?
Yeah, I should.
He can't. It's impossible for him. Another weapon that's I think iconic and really, really awesome in my opinion is Sephiroth's Masamune.
Weeb.
I don't care.
Out.
What is
out.
better than a 6 to 8 foot long katana that he wields with one hand?
A giant particle accelerator.
That's like perfectly
boil the blood of everyone.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like,
what could be better than my 8-foot-long glorious katana folded 1,000 times? I'll tell you what, a particle accelerator that can boil people from the inside out. I don't have to waste time with swish, swish, stab when I can just pull the trigger and you're literally a gory paste on the floor.
Yeah, I like Kirby's copy ability. That's a pretty sweet weapon.
Yeah.
Absolutely Slap City. Meta Knight's Sword. Best ability they ever did. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Go play it.
Oh, that game's don't get me started on that game. That game's great.
There's a reason that why Amazing was in the title, because it's the most amazing Kirby game you'll ever play.
Right.
I'm actually capping right now. That's not the most incredible one. It's Kirby Superstar Ultra, actually.
Anyway,
what happened to Air Ride?
That's a different category of Kirby, or even just or different genre. You know, it's like
look what I did. Look what I did to him.
Flustered him, dude. You got him. He's crying. Oh my god, he made him cry.
Don't you do that to me. I know they're never going to pay attention to Air Ride. How dare you? How dare you?
Whoa.
I'm the villain.
You are the villain. Derek, what's your favorite weapon?
I got 3. It's Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, obviously.
Oh, okay.
It unlocks any lock, like a chastity belt or something.
Uh-huh.
Flood from Mario Sunshine.
Okay, nice.
And then Mr. Zircon from Ratchet and Clank.
I don't know that one. You don't get a boss for that one.
Ouch.
That's
Mr.
not,
Zircon would
that's
come
not
out.
his fault that you are uneducated.
He's still.
Mr. Zircon would come out and he'd be like, "Death is not an option for Mr. Zircon," and just like, "Are you ready to die?" and whatever. Oh, he was so great.
I want to go back. I want to play Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, like the originals and everything again.
Yeah. Does Leisure Suit Larry's privates count as a weapon in that game?
No.
You just really want to play that, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you good, dog?
What?
Like, are you? Listen, this is a group of tolerance, love, and respect. Are you going through a dry spell right now? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. It's been a while.
All right, I'll be over in
Going off
15
from
minutes.
All right,
Oh God, no! We're going off rail again, and we're gonna rail Derek. That's
No, we're switching to the other platform to stream.
That's kick content.
Our
right.
first Orange Tube stream.
No.
Maybe.
Okay, don't worry, everyone. I now have it hotkeyed. I just want to thank you. Also, a side note in terms of weapons, I thoroughly, one of my favorite reasons that Dead Rising is one of my favorite games of all time is that like everything can be used as a weapon, and it's like kind of realistic on how he would use it. Like like this, just like a 2x4 to a motorcycle, to getting a literal mega blaster. I love that. What else? I think did anyone remember Dead Rising 1 had the proto sword, or was it just the blaster?
Dead Rising 1?
I think it was the blaster.
I think it was just the blaster.
God, that's what I thought. I think the second one added the sword, but I could be wrong. Hey, if you could materialize one of these weapons, like what would you like? Not saying you would you would be able to use it, but you have to use it within legality. Well, within the law of the land. George is like disgusted. He's like, "What?
Yeah. What am I even doing it for?
That is the opposite of what a weapon is.
Yeah, but okay, hear me out. So I'm picking the Yamato, right? And then I get that, and then when there's an intruder, I just like open a portal and they go in and they go to like hell or something, like I can do that.
See, I thought portal gun, and then I would just start robbing banks, so I'm not broke anymore.
What is that? What movie is that?
Yeah, but why would you do that when you could just cut your way and jump in?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay, Jumper. Like how original.
Starring Hayden Christensen.
You know that was a great movie. I'm sorry, Rob. What'd you say?
It was quite the movie.
Did you just say Jumper was a great movie?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, not the act, but the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
the act.
Okay.
How do you know? What, you don't like that movie?
No.
All right, let's all vote. Who here thinks Jumper's a great movie and George is equally a smelly poo-poo head?
I thought it was a good concept. I thought that it was an awful movie, but whatever.
Democracy
By the
at
way,
work. You're a sneaky poo-poo head.
Rob, how are you going to talk about movies when you're like, oh, no, we can't talk about video game, like, movie and TV adaptations because I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't watch movies!
I don't need an excuse to shit on you, you fucking reprobate. Get off my back.
Rob swore first!
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, but yeah, anyway, I no, if I was to make a real weapon, either A, the magical ability to turn people into milk crates, discussed in a private.
Oh, yes, absolutely. A1, right there.
George, you won't get that, but we know someone who has the literal ability to turn people and I guess other objects into milk crates, and it basically makes
Derek
their
and
life.
I have devoted our entire lives to our secret martial art techniques to take him on in single combat to become the true successor to our schools.
Right, and we're just both very afraid because, well, he is
It's a very
monster.
dangerous power.
Right, and it's a lot of travel.
So I'm the only one that doesn't know the reference.
It's not really. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Derek kind of knows. I mean, Derek knows who we're talking about, but he was never really.
Derek's like the little mascot character. That just to be clear, that one, not this one. This one is my rival, but this one is more really like the little mascot character that tags along with us. That like points out the obvious, like, oh, he just turned him into a milk crate without even taking a breath.
How could you do that?
So he's kind of like Kurobara.
Could be Kuwabara. I almost want to say more like Chopper from One Piece, really.
True,
But,
he is rather
less
useless.
useful.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm glad you can do karate, but like you are, like first of all, you haven't used your monster point in like 300 episodes. You know, like you are just comedic relief that Usopp is probably gonna bang. I'm just calling that like I see it.
Hey, Derek, you're not my sidekick, okay? You're my main character. I don't care what they say.
Is anyone gonna materialize the dildo bat from Saints Row 4?
Already
That
on
was a
that.
fun one.
Wait, you own it?
Okay,
What?
Very
that's
nice.
easy at night.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Derek, I don't want to. I don't think I can share the same room as you ever again. If I know you own a dildo pad, you know? I just like I'm like waking up in the night. I'm just like, Derek, what, is there an intruder? You're like, no, but I'm about to be.
But I'm about to.
No, dildo pad.
Don't worry, Derek would ask consent first because you always ask consent.
So this list here, I asked an AI the weirdest weapons in video games. It says the hair from Bayonetta, dubstep from Saints Row 4, tears from Binding of Isaac, which is, I mean, I guess unique. Typewriters and Typing of the Dead. That's a stupid answer. A pepper grinder from Alice Madness Returns.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
Who literally
one.
played those games though?
I did. You've never played Alice Madness, like
No,
Madness Returns?
No. I like
No,
good
sorry.
games.
I like
they
my
were
games
so
to be a
good.
little bit more testosterone charged. Thank you.
Right. Like, you know,
Hello
Do you
Kitty
know
Island
anything about
Adventure.
those games?
you're
No.
Alice and you're in a Wonderland and Madness has returned. What more do I need to know?
Boom. Bingo. Solve the problem. Next game.
All right, fuck it, move on.
Oh, he did it.
What about the Master Sword?
Rob swore first.
That's a cop. Everyone. I mean, like, it's a basic sword, really. It just has the
All right.
power to slay evil.
Here's
right?
my alternate universe then. I'm picking the mushroom from Mario because I'm assuming it adds inches for width as well as height.
to your body.
Or or I take the
My
poison
man
mushroom
just needs
and I
more
shrink my
schmeat to work
body,
with.
and then it looks huge.
Right? How is
Wouldn't
that
you just want the Mega Mushroom from the DS one?
Dude. So wait, just to clarify.
No, the
that
Mega
scenario,
Mushroom would make it just look too tiny.
Wait, so I just want to clarify. In the mini mushroom scenario, everything shrinks but your schlong, and then in the
Yeah.
normal mushroom, everything, including, kind of grows. Is that the gist? Or so
Yes,
then
yes.
the mega mushroom only makes your body super grow, but not your
Right.
your
Right.
interesting.
It's
That's a really weird way
it's
to put it.
it was like the pros
Monkey's
and cons
paw?
of
Oh.
each, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Right. As somebody who is chaotic neutral by nature, I think the weapon that if I could choose one, I would 100% pick the Wabbajack.
Wait a second. You know I'd pick in Billy and Mandy when Billy was able to shoot yogurt out of his nipples. Remember?
Yes, I
yes.
do remember that.
That's my weapon.
Good, you'll never go hungry again.
Or you just but the Wabbajack's sweet. That was a very interesting and unique weapon. Derek, I have a follow-up question to you. So, what size would you become with the mini mushroom? Like, what's your like? I just become to a set size or set height. And what height would that be?
Height.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 4'1". Like you're a
Right, but-
midget.
You're
or whatever.
yeah,
Small person.
Yeah, small person. But your package is like the same size as it is
Right.
now.
Gigantic. Yes. Yes.
But I mean, here's the problem with that. Short Kings is a myth. So I think you're gonna have a hard time finding someone to surprise. But then if it's the same size of what you are now, then it's like you already have what you have. So if you get the mini mushroom, just making it harder for you to get to that point.
True.
So with that said, you should really be asking for is the blue mushroom, the blue shell costume from New Super Mario Bros. That way you can be a turtle and slide around everywhere. That should be your weapon. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I mean, and the fire flower does give you fireballs. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like the Master Sword is a cop out though, because it's like it's literally just a sword, right? That is super effective against evil things,
evil things. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like its Pokemon effect. I'm like, ×4 to evildoers.
No, yeah, Master Sword's a cop out for sure.
I mean, I'm not sure if they're counted as weapons, but the gauntlets in Zelda where you can lift giant boulders, that'd be pretty dope.
Well, it'd be fun.
Look, everything is a weapon depending on how you use it.
You're right. The Flash's suit, I want to just slide through people at super fast speeds, like in
That's not his suit, dog.
Yeah, but in this case, it is. So shut
up. I will not.
I will not. He's taking a drink. He's gonna have a long paragraph. It's coming.
It'd be fun. The home run bat. So that when you threaten people, you're like, "What are they gonna do? Just beat me up with a bat?" And you just like hit them, and they take off like Team Rocket.
That's no different than the dildo bat.
I think the dildo bat was just purely aesthetic, right? Like it just looked like
it's still just a bat.
It was just a floppy baseball bat, but you could upgrade it to send things flying farther.
Right.
Also, in this case, will the police come after you?
George,
like,
it's okay to be wrong.
They'd never find him. They'd never find him.
All right, but if they did, couldn't they like calculate the trajectory and then be like, okay,
I'd be long gone. They'd never find me.
You sure about that? Because I'd rat on you if I knew.
No.
Chat, anything that you have to contribute? Any weapons that are iconic to you?
Oh, the hidden blade. That'd be dope.
When are you ever going to use that in a legal way?
You never know. You never know. You never know it was being done.
It would just be another liability. Because
I'm throwing it to chat. Chat.
That'd be so fun. Walk up to people, and be like,
"What?" Yeah, but what if you get screwed and you get the hidden blade, but it has to be like Avor's, where it's on the top and not the bottom?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want that. I'd need like when did the Assassin's Creed 3's when they stopped chopping off the fingers too? I need that one.
No, that was two.
Those two.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was like Da Vinci's like, oh, gotta chop off your fingers. Like, fine, too. He's like, JK, that's outdated and stupid.
JK, we don't do that anymore.
JK. IOI.
They still burn the finger, I think, but that's
GTFO?
About it, really.
Yeah. They say like a clean Yo Mama joke, and then wasn't there like some? It said here the dubstep in Saints Row.
Dubstep gun, yeah.
That was hot for like 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went so far as to make like a replica of it. So I mean,
yeah, because they thought it'd sell well. Anyway,
it did.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there's more interesting weapons. I'm just not thinking about like but like it depends on how you want to use it. Because if it's in legal terms, it's like you have to use it in self-defense, or like just in non-harmful ways. I mean,
a star from Mario.
So you're just invincible?
Yeah. Go ahead, punch me. Why are you glowing? Go ahead, test me.
The magic boomerang would be cool because you could like get stuff across the room. If you throw it at something, it's just like I want a soda from the fridge. It comes back.
I want the BFG 3000.
It's 9,000, but go off, I guess.
Oh God, clap.
I want the 3000 variant, not as big. Pocket size.
Well,
the
pocket sand. You're right. Vacuum. That is the weapon of choice. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Or what if could we choose love as a weapon? I feel like that's a pretty devastating.
No,
it does hurt.
You're ugly.
Whoa! Personal insult.
See? It does hurt.
I'm not clapping for that. I'm not. I'm not going
What
to
is
clap for your insult. Oh no.
what is
Oh.
love?
Baby,
It's
don't
really,
hurt me.
really, it's a chemical reaction, and we just go with it.
Don't hurt
To
me.
quote without
more.
doing it in the term so that there's no like DMCA. Love is a chemical straight from the genitals.
Oh, I thought there was more. You like paused.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, what about like remember what like the wasp in high school where like you get a rubber band and like paper and then you'd like
Oh, those were great. Yeah.
those are mean. Those are nasty little things.
I personally really liked when you took the certain like ballpoint pens and you rubbed them really, really hard against the table until they heated up and then you burned yourself. Sorry.
George, remind me after this to get you a nice number for like a therapist. But
I have one. Thanks.
then talk about that because I don't know anyone else that rubbed a ballpoint pen and burned themselves. That's just fucked up. I'll say it that way. What? That sounds terrible.
It's to see who it was a contest who
I
could take more burns.
I never understood that logic where it's like it's pain I can control. So that's just me. I never understood that.
What about the nuke launcher from Fallout?
That's a cool weapon. That's
right?
a very unfair
the rocket
weapon.
The rocket or
which
one?
Rob, can you confirm what the name was?
Of what?
Yeah,
the nuke launcher
Sorry,
from Fallout.
It's the rocket.
What, the one that fires junk and whatnot, right?
The rocket.
Yeah. Right, you can also fire the nukes.
Nukes.
I thought it was the nuke. Nuke.
The Fat Man.
Are we talking about the nuke? It's the Fat Man. If we're talking about the one that fires junk, it was called a rocket launcher in 3, and then they turned it into I want to say it was called the junk jet further on.
I think you're right, but yeah, in 3 it was the rocket, the one that fires junk, but the nuke launcher was the Fat Man.
Spelled ROCK-IT, not ET. It was a play on words.
Yeah,
because they didn't have a rocket launcher; they had the missile launcher.
Right.
So then, I'd like to also point out that Dead Space had an amazing weapon with the limb cutter, whatever that thing was called.
The plasma cutter.
Yeah, that thing was sweet. I still can't believe I was playing the remaster of that. Honestly, you can cut off limbs in the 360. That's crazy to me.
I was thinking that weapon earlier too, but I just didn't like. But yeah, the plasma cutter, and what made it so great is that canonically in the game it wasn't a weapon. It was a service tool. It was a repair tool, and he used it as a weapon to cut the limbs. I thought that was great.
I just can't believe that was on the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. The fact that you cut off limbs. Yeah. That just didn't seem like it was. That just seems like a lot for that generation.
I mean, you were turning people into gory paste in Gears of War. I mean, you were literally chainsawing grubs.
Yeah, but in Dead Space they were still able to move and and their animations change based on what part.
And to be fair, if we're talking about that, couldn't some zombies back in the first Resident Evil, if you blew their head off, they'd still kind of walk towards you?
Yeah, but
yes, but you didn't actually in the first ones, you didn't actually blow their head off. Maybe every once in a while you get an animation where their head disappeared, but for most intents and purposes, they would just go and then just fall, and it. The first ones weren't really all that graphic, to be honest with you. Aside from a few cutscenes and stuff, the Resident Evil games didn't get graphic until
Derek, Derek, do Pikmin count as weapons?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you then have a field of Pikmin at your disposal, or would you?
Yeah, they follow you around.
So absolutely tiny though.
And then you just go to a lake and you're like, whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Wouldn't that just be considered animal cruelty at that point?
No. They're objects.
if you're throwing them with the intent of them like not accomplishing anything, then yes. But I mean,
Right. I
also
gotta test which ones can swim.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, it should just be the blue ones, right? Like,
Well, I don't know that.
So wait, hold on. Are you suggesting that we don't know how the weapon quote unquote works? Like when
I mean, that would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be, right? Because I mean,
What
if you
does
didn't know
this
how the
thing
weapon,
do?
yeah, but then if you didn't know how the weapon worked, then it'd be terrible. Because if if we got like the Wabbajack staff in, understand just randomizes stuff. God forbid you use it on like a parent or something. There you go. Now they turn into like a a pillow or something, and you'll never get them back. Never.
Disappointed.
Or
Nobody
they'll
said
explode
the
in a
knife.
fiery explosion.
What did you say, Derek? The
True.
knife?
The knife from High on Life that just talks.
Oh!
Knifey.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it'd be funny for like a day though, and then what if you're like, what if it doesn't sleep? Like, what if it just talks all the time? And
Keeps talking.
right? And like,
Hey, man, are you asleep, man? I mean, come on,
I need
man.
to go back to High on Life, to be honest with you. I need to keep playing more of that.
if it has a personality, then like you'd have to put it in some place in your house you're not going to hear it, which is going to be rough. And then I don't know, it just doesn't sound like a fun time. Only in video games you could like turn it off. Rob, I have to know what you're looking at. That looks like it's like the most important thing in the world to you. You were so like
It's that
dead.
picture of you.
Thank you. I needed that. Derek's cleaning out his ears.
George looked like he was about to go digging for gold.
Yeah. I'm the most sane one with my massive. Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
All right. Then
Getting right up in there.
what's the worst weapon you guys ever used then? Worst weapon you ever used. I'll get to the like. What one would you not want to see in life later? But like, for example, for me, the worst weapon. I mean, that I just like really well. The one that first thing comes to mind. I never liked the ball and chain from Twilight Princess. I thought it was like weird.
Oh yeah.
I thought it
Literally
funky.
anything that came out of Twilight Princess, I feel like
Shut your slut mouth! I'm so tired of you talking little on Twilight Princess. Okay, how about you shut
Just
your pretty
accept
slut
it.
mouth?
It's a subpar
great
game.
It is an amazing game.
It's mid.
You're mid. You're mid. You're mid. You're mid. And you're mid. Okay, that game was phenomenal. Everything about the game was phenomenal. But I won't get into that.
Right, that's it. Stream's over. Good night, everybody.
Why would you? That's how you do it. You just put your hand through the camera, and you're gonna just. I don't want to touch my phone like that, but
I'm gonna touch you like that.
I also didn't like just grabbing a fish from the pond in Dead Rising. Let's see here.
I mean, could you really call that a weapon, though?
Yes, because you grabbed it and you hit enemies with it, so it was considered a weapon.
Fair.
What's that?
I guess I didn't play enough of it to know that. Worst weapon. I would have to give that. Oh my god, I'm blanking so hard right now.
That's hard, yeah.
Probably the vacuum gun that you could unlock from Shadow the Hedgehog.
The vacuum gun?
Yeah, it was just this little thing that like I think it wasn't even like the unlockable one. They had like a gun that would like act like a vacuum, and you could like vacuum up something and then just shoot it out. And I thought that was like the most useless weapon in that game.
I don't remember the. I'm trying to find it. Let's see here. The egg gun, the flash gun, Gatling gun, heavy machine, heavy shot, light shot, pistol, ring shot, semi-automatic rifle, semi-machine gun. The black sword, the dark hammer, the egg spear, environmental objects like a shovel, survival knife. I can't keep repeating all these. I want to try and find lasers, lock-ons. It's just called a vacuum pod. Vacuums are a unique weapon type. Only one true vacuum weapon exists in the game. Vacuum weapons allow the player to suck up various objects, including enemies. They can be fired back to deal damage to other opponents. Huh? I don't remember this at all. Oh, there's the egg vacuum.
Yeah, because it was a bad gun. Because it was a bad gun.
It was. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I thought you said it was a bad game, which I would fight you to the death.
No, it was mid at best, and the vacuum gun was poo poo.
You sure about that, Rob? You sure you don't want to walk that back?
I'm gonna say the worst weapon for me is Yumi in League of Legends.
That's not. That doesn't count. That's a cat, and it's not a weapon. You control it. That's like saying,
So you're saying that you don't control weapons that you use?
No, but that's like saying Daxter, Jack and Daxter's a weapon when he's a person. Yeah. But he's not a weapon.
I don't know, man.
What about that? Like,
I'm still sticking with Yumi
from Battlefield 1.
That was funny. That thing, the tiny pistol, that thing rocked. Don't you dare slander its good name.
You know what? Despite the game being good, I'm gonna go with the Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII.
The Gunblade?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
It's a sword, but it has a trigger on it. So when you slash, you can pull the trigger and fire a shot with each slash. But you can't shoot it as a gun. You have to only do it when you're slashing with the blade. Gunblade, Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII was great. Gunblade, dumb, stupid, awful.
Dookie poo poo.
Did you? I mean, you. Well, Derek's breaking glass. Would you guys agree with that? Because I'd never heard of the Gunblade, unless we're talking about guns with a Z.
No.
I mean, my only frame of reference is from playing Dissidia on the PSP, and Squall is a pretty strong character, so I can't really say anything.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Squall is a great character. The Gunblade itself, the way the game mechanic worked is when you were slashing, you had to hit I believe R1, and you had to time it perfectly. So you slash, and as the sword is in them, you pull the trigger, and it does additional damage. But it only works as a melee weapon, and then you can pull the trigger. If you're going to have a Gunblade, it should be able to shoot as a gun or a sword, not
What about the green shell in Mario Kart? Can I consider that a weapon? And if so, can it be
I wouldn't say that's useless. If you get good at banking your shots, it can be pretty nasty.
What about the squid then? The squid shot when it blasts its load on your...
You ever try that in multiplayer? It makes the game literally unplayable at some point.
Really?
If you're doing couch multiplayer, right? And someone hits you with a squid because you have less screen space to work with, it makes it much harder to see.
First, I didn't know that. Plus, by assumption was that it hit both of you because you're sharing a screen, which would really suck. That would be
Nope, it doesn't hit both people. It only hits the people that are that aren't the person that's firing it off.
I was gonna say the banana gun smash, where you just shot a banana, but I actually remember that being pretty good. It explodes at the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did do that, didn't they?
What about the BB gun from Fallout 3?
That wasn't a weapon. That was just a practice tool. That was just to kill. That was just to shoot roaches as a kid. That doesn't count. I mean, it does count, and it was useless. But you could not use that for anything other than the tutorial. Tell him, Rob.
Well, so there's a YouTuber out there. I will not name names because I can't remember at the time. Not you crackhead.
Oh.
But there is a YouTuber that I believe they have proved it is in fact possible to beat the entirety of a Fallout game with only the BB gun.
That's crazy, really?
That's surprising.
Stuck on death claws with it and everything.
They upgrade it at all or anything, or it just goes around with perks?
Perks. That's about it, really.
It must take a long time to kill death claws with it.
Well, in New Vegas, there is a unique one you can get. I think in that one, what is that one? I think it's the Abilene Kid BB gun, if I'm not mistaken. That has bonus crit chance and damage stacked on top of it, which doesn't really matter much because it doesn't really do much damage. But if you stack your perks right, and you just huff copious amounts of Psycho and Slasher, it is possible.
Copious. Let's go. That's the real way to play Fallout, right? Just drug run.
Just drug until you can turn a lever action rifle into an automatic weapon.
Would you ever do that? Would you ever try that? A BB gun run?
No.
Why?
Never.
Why?
I don't need to tell you why.
I'm asking you why.
I don't want to tell you why.
Tell me, or else I will lick your chest.
So you're giving me incentive not to tell you?
Whatever works for you.
Okay.
So tell me.
Still not going to tell you, so...
No,
you're not going to make this about me. All right, next topic.
But, well, you're no fun then. Okay, fine then. If that's the case, then we got, one more thing to talk about, which is that it is now the 1-year anniversary of the Steam Deck. And surprisingly, it's 10% off, which is, I find surprising because new consoles never go on sale. Like, ever. Ever. Now, it's to my knowledge that only you, Rob, have actually touched the beauty that is a Steam Deck. Right, Derek, you never touched one?
That is correct.
George, you never licked one or anything?
I mean, no.
I mean, okay. Raise a hand if have you ever tried to put a Steam Deck up a area of your body where it's not meant to be? Guilty. Oh God. Rob. So I've always been on the fence about getting it. And you said you felt it, but you didn't actually play it, right? You just grabbed it and
Yeah, no, I didn't get the chance to interact with it or anything like that. But it felt really comfortable in the hand, and it felt like it was like a Wii U gamepad, but I don't feel this overwhelming urge of dread coming over me when I hold it.
What do you want one?
I mean, I do, but it's more of a superficial. I want it because, haha, neat tech, look good, and I want to have it be able to play like Mundial Ronaldinho soccer's theme every time I turn on the Steam Deck. Which it would be pretty cool to do some of those cheeky things, but but I feel like it falls into one of those console soft restrictions, I guess would be the word for it, where you wouldn't want to be caught dead out in public doing that, because it's like everybody, you're out in public in a public space, and I was like, wow, so-and-so 30, 40, 50-year-old person is out there playing a console in the middle of the street. What a effing loser.
I don't see any different than. I mean, I bring my Switch to doctor visits and stuff like that. I have zero shame. I'm in the lobby trying to beat Splunky 2. I go for it. The only reason.
Well, you're a Nintendo soy boy, so it makes sense.
If I had a Steam Deck, I'd be playing that. But my issue with it is that it's not OLED, and ever since I experienced the joy that is OLED, I can't go back. It's just not possible. Going from the base Switch to an OLED and having both side by side, it's actually night and day. The screen quality is so much better, and the Steam Deck doesn't have OLED. It has just LED or something. But I still want one. I can't justify it because of that. Because all the games basically cap at 30 frames per second unless it's a small indie game. But I mean, it would be really fun to have modded games on the go. That sounds awesome. That's why I thought you'd be interested in it, where you'd have it download a modded or even emulate games and play it anywhere you want. But I guess you have to justify having one by traveling or actually using it in places that you wouldn't. Yeah, that's how I ended that sentence. Thanks, Rob.
Man, I got nothing for you. I haven't really interacted or really been able to, just because the price point isn't just something I can really go for.
Yeah, let's say you could.
Yeah, the prospect of being able to, then yeah, I don't see why not. But I mean, it's why would I do that when I've got a monster rig that dwarfs it not only in performance but cost?
I can give you multiple.
And I understand the prospect of bringing it portable, everything like that. That's everybody's biggest draw for having these things. But it's who's got the time for that anymore?
All right, if you're in bed and your meat is in one hand, you can have the Steam Deck in your other.
I wouldn't, because I'd have my phone if I'm gonna do that.
I don't know what you're looking at. I'd assume it's like health topics. Let's
It
see
sounds
here.
like the Minecraft rainforest, actually, but go off.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's honestly that's. I think George is bumping to that right now. You're like,
no, I have to pee.
run, go. We're stopping. Yeah, you can
Egress.
tag out. Dude. Wait, he's going right now on stream. No, I can smell it from here.
All right, yeah, I'll be right back.
Pissing, or is he coming? Jesus.
No, Derek, do you want a Steam Deck?
They're the same, Rob.
Eventually, if the price comes down.
I'll be right back.
If you could justify it, okay, even if you could justify it, let's say you had an excess amount of cash, would you still buy it knowing what you know about it now? Like for me, the want is always there, but I just can't justify.
Yeah, I mean, I play my Switch for like indie games and stuff. Anything else, I just play on PlayStation or Xbox.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. For me, it's almost been Nintendo exclusive games on the Switch, and then depending on how well I know it will run on the Switch, I'll get the indie games. Like, I mean, I kind of shot myself in the foot by getting Dead Cells, because like there are times where there's a slight slowdown due to how much is on screen. Because
Right.
the Switch just can't handle it. It's a mobile processor. Versus if I restart and play on Xbox, it'll be flawless. On Steam Deck, I assume it'd be flawless because it's much beefier than a Switch, to my knowledge. Rob, do you know anything about that?
Nope, not a single thing. I mean, it's not really. Look, let's be honest here. It's not the most powerful console out there as far as the Switch is concerned. It really isn't. And the fact that they're not even trying to commit to a Pro kind of just shoots it in the leg.
Oh yeah.
Literally the only reason I ever turn my Switch on is to play console exclusives. That's literally just it. Because if I want to do anything else, like Derek was saying, if I wanted to play literally anything else, I mean, not verbatim word for word, but if I wanted to play anything else, I just boot up my PC, go find what I'm looking for, and be able to do it with a computer that is more than capable of handling it. If I'm out in public, I'm not really much of a go outside kind of guy. If I'm going to go out anywhere, I'm just out there to go do what I got to do, and then I come home and relax with what I would like to do, which is park my fat keister, which is now getting in shape.
Hot.
But park my fat keister in this here chair right here and load up something fun to do.
Yeah, but like when I'm about to drop a giant stinky, I grab my Switch and I run for it.
Why in the world does it take you so long on the can?
Oh God!
How do
Jeff,
people do
no.
that? Like, is it like, why does the bathroom have to be this like half an hour odyssey for people? When all you have to do is just all you gotta do.
That's the comment you put up.
All you gotta do is just
There's
get
no
in that
context to that.
toilet, clench your fists, and just rocket it right out of that poop chute, and just get back to what you were doing.
All right, real quick, because I know we have
some
we have some new viewers that are just tuning in. So far tonight, we have been discussing iconic video game music, your favorite music from video games, either licensed or non-licensed, but we were trying to differentiate. And we also were talking about weapons, iconic weapons. What weapon would you manifest in real life in terms of legal usage? So if you guys feel like entering your comments in the chat, we'd love to hear from you. We can circle back to topics we've already discussed, but yeah.
No,
Derek, shut up.
Oh.
Nobody asked you. I know it's your podcast.
Yeah.
But nobody asked you.
Taking off
And
my shirt.
NG2 Swords has been disconnected from the chat.
Yeah. I can take your power to be here just as fast as I've given it. Don't you give me lip, boy.
You want my lip.
Yeah, I love the portability of the Switch. And if I had a Steam Deck, yeah, I would absolutely bring with me to the bathroom. That's probably where I predominantly play the Switch, to be honest. Sometimes or if like I'm editing and stuff, I'll have it on the side. I like the portability, but I guess you're right. I really mostly don't use it for portability in terms of or like what it's intended to be. like bringing over Derek's one. When I tried last time I was there, Spelunky 2 didn't work for some reason on the same network. That pissed me off. But if I had a Steam Deck, then you could bring like then you can play PC games together on the same like Wi-Fi connection, and I can play Portable. He's on the PC.
Ooh,
you good, George?
which Resident Evil, Jeff?
Ooh!
And yeah, Laura, Spyro OST is pretty banging too. That's one that I did not mention earlier. But Spyro
there is a
soundtrack.
channel. Spyro's OST is very good, but if I had to make a recommendation, if anybody's into music done
OST and
differently, I guess
licensed.
would be the. There is a channel on YouTube. I'm going to give a shout out here myself, since George did a shout out the other day. When
I'm doing another one later.
But my personal shout out goes to a channel on YouTube, Mega SFC. If you like Mega Man X style music and you like it done elsewhere, go give his channel a listen. A lot of good bangers.
I agree with Jeff. While he did not hear my hot take earlier about Resident Evil Director's Cut having like an awful OST, Code Veronica X had a great OST for Resident Evil. Shut up.
What? Why?
Look, I'm sorry that I'm interacting with chat.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with that. I wasn't even. Okay,
Ooh, Brutal Legend.
I never heard the soundtrack of that game. Was that good?
It was actually pretty good.
There's an actual threat. Fight me. Who's taking the fight?
Square
against, yeah, we're gonna hold on a second.
Square up. Come on.
Coin flip. Let's see here. Flip a coin. Okay. All right, we're gonna flip a coin. It's not gonna be all right. So, Derek, heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Whoever it lands on is gonna go the next round. Okay, it's tails. So you no. Okay. So Rob and George, heads or tails?
Heads.
I cannot be a part of this because
You have to.
I would be. Nope. I would be Laura's champion. I would fight for Laura so that you guys wouldn't have to fight her.
So you're just gonna fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight all of you for Laura.
Oh, so you're gonna step in for Laura? Okay, so this is the fight.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, all right. So then,
Yeah.
all right. So
Look,
Rob,
I'm not gonna let you guys fight Laura. I will
she's the
fight
one who
for
challenged
Laura.
us. That's not fair. You can't just white knight.
Listen. As
'cause she
humans
said
on
that
the planet
talking
Earth
about-
in the year of our Lord 2023, gender equality is something that should be enforced in full. Equal
Exactly.
rights, equal fights.
Right.
Put 'em up.
Exactly. So look,
I'm not.
someone's gonna have to
taking
fight
that away.
Laura. All
I'm
right,
just
so
saying.
Derek won the first round. Let's see who go. All right, so Rob, what do you call heads tails?
Heads.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so all right, it's heads. So now it's Derek against Rob versus who gets to fight Laura. And what do you guys pick?
Heads.
I just want to point this out, Derek. Would you
yeah.
fight Laura?
I can't. I lost the head.
Not you. Not you.
No, I don't think I could.
What did you pick, Rob?
Heads.
Ooh, those tails. Derek, you have to fight Laura. You are now the Game Gear representative for fighting her. She issued the challenge. You have to I don't want to. Tough. You literally gave the offer.
You picked this fight.
Yeah, you picked this fight.
Picked this fight.
All right, this is gonna be a pay-per-view event.
Right, we're
right,
renting out
actually,
the
perfect
Dimmadome.
All right, Laura, what video game weapon
From
would
the
you choose for your
Dimsdale
fight?
Dimmadome?
Wait, hold on, Laura.
Yeah.
What weapon would you choose out of all video game history? What would you choose? You can pick one weapon. Derek, you will also be able to pick one weapon. So Laura, what do you pick? You anything you want? Anything?
Jeff,
you can
you're
think
not
of.
helping.
Thumb wrestle. That's not a. Thumbs aren't weapons. They're tools for war. So yeah, I hope she picks a weapon. Derek, what's your weapon to bring to this battle?
Laura, pick a weapon, I guess.
I'll bring I don't know. I guess I'll bring the Keyblade.
The Keyblade?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Is it
Thumb
just?
wrestle to the death.
Does the Keyblade have any like magical properties that'll?
Yeah, my friends are my power. That's mine.
Ooh.
Yeah, but what friends though?
Oh.
I'm right here.
Whoa.
The Katamari ball?
Whirlwind.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good
okay.
one.
The Katamari ball? Huh. Is that a weapon
Just
or just an action?
Eat everything.
Wait.
It is indeed a tool you use.
Okay. So I guess what wins? Basically a dung beetle
Katamari
fight
ball.
style where you just roll and roll until you get a giant mass and run over Derek, or Derek.
Well, you don't
with his
even need to
Keyblade.
do that because if the Katamari ball scaled up, it's like one of the stickiest things out there. So he's going to get stuck to it no matter what. Roll on his face a bunch of times, and the pressure will probably kill him, burst his brains, and spit blooded ichor all over the ground. And it'll be great and fun and educational for the whole family. And I get to pee on Derek's corpse when it's all said and done.
I guess. Oh, second. Oops. I guess my question there.
Fun for the
is-
whole family, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the whole family, but
Fun for the whole family.
Why is this camera? Let me move this a little down. Yeah, but doesn't the Keyblade actually have like magical properties? Like, is it the Keyblade or the wielder that gets the properties?
I think it's the Keyblade.
The blade
I'm
itself, yeah,
touching
because
your joystick.
you get different keyblades, right? So, and they
Right.
all have unique properties. So the blade itself has abilities and properties. However, I think the wielder is also important, right? Like Sora could not wield Riku's Keyblade. They have different intents. So what is happening?
For some reason, his like webcam was like it wasn't filling the whole thing. It was pissing me off. What? And I didn't get live. So don't worry. Just relax. There we go.
Yeah, and Laura said the only way that you have to fight her is if you don't think that the Brutal Legend soundtrack is good.
I'll have to listen to
It's
it.
licensed music, not OST. It is licensed music, but it has a pretty solid lineup.
Like what though?
I will find some of the.
I have to know because I never heard the game. Or I'm sorry, I know the game. I just don't know the. Where did it?
All right, original soundtrack. The Chosen Roadie.
Border
11
patrolling.
o'clock is the direction. Raptors Vade. Lamprey Attack. Song. Back at the Funny Farm by Motorhead. Battle Hymn / One Shot Glory by Judas Priest. Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. Believer by Ozzy Osbourne. I'm trying to just pick ones that I think that you guys would know. Children of the Grave by Black Sabbath. Crack the Sky instrumental by Mastodon. Goliaths Disarm Their Davids by In Flames. High Speed Dirt Megadeth. In the Black, Motorhead. In the Still of the Night, Whitesnake. Leather Rebel, Judas Priest.
But does it have
Livewire, Motley Crue. Love Dump, Static X. Master Exploder, Tenacious D. Metal Storm / Face to Slayer by Slayer. Metal Thrashing, Mad. Anthrax.
I've been playing
Mr.
Legend
Crowley,
of Dragoon.
Ozzy
and good God,
Osbourne.
have been OST. What is Legend of Dragoon?
We've talked about Legend of Dragoon. Literally on the last four-way.
Was it during the four-way?
Legend of Dragoon is really a just A1 choice there, Mr. Chat member, who we obviously know quite well somehow.
What is
Very, very good game. I enjoy
that-
coming back to it every so
That was
often.
literally like 8 years ago since this last episode. So no, I don't remember.
By the way,
Legend of Dragoon.
By the way, circling back to the licensed music on Brutal Legend, just throwing it out there, one of the songs that's in the game is Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
I mean, does anyone have a real cover of that of Through the Fire and Flames, like an actual
A cover? No.
Exactly.
Do you know why nobody does a cover? Because
it's too hard.
Herman Lee is so fucking good that most people can't recreate it. It took The Do, a random streamer YouTuber, to have a double guitar, and he plays it on that, which is great. And then Herman Lee is like, "Yo, come play this on the Dragon Force stage." And I don't think he's gonna do it because, I don't want to talk negatively about people who are way more influential than I am.
Metal Gear
But
Solid 3 is the best James Bond song not written for James Bond flick. In what song are you referring to for Metal Gear Solid 3? I mean, Metal Gear Solid is kind of. I mean, well, hold on, I'm trying to think here. I feel like James Bond and Metal Gear Solid is a better Splinter Cell, and Splinter Cell is a better James Bond. Like, like James Bond, yeah, he's like a normal spy, but Splinter Cell, he does all this cool stuff that you want James Bond to do, and then Metal Gear Solid just kicks up a notch, and he like rides horses and does like that side straddle stuff that John Wick did. Where's that John Wick video game, by the way? I want that game. Not Chapter 4 just came out. I want to see the movie, and I want a game. I want everything. Snake Eater, come on. Oh my! I never played the old ones. I only played Phantom Pain, and I didn't even beat it because it's just really long and like, long. Did you guys beat Phantom Pain?
Phantom Pain?
No, I never beat it.
Yeah, the pain is not beating it because it's impossible. It's too long.
I never fully played 5, to be honest with you. Which is
I fully appreciate what it set out to do, but I could not physically make myself sit down and play it.
I thought it was so much fun. I was trying to be like a sniper and like, I don't know.
I need to circle back because I did play most of the other Metal Gears. I say most because I did not play like Peace Walker or anything like that, but I did play all of the other like main games, like main games in the same sense as like Kingdom Hearts main games are.
All right,
1, 2, 3,
let's set the record straight here, Mr. Chat member. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie, but it's not the best game ever made. It's Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Come on now.
Yeah,
Rob,
that's fair.
Rob, stop it.
It's Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Stop it.
The best game ever
Hello
made.
Kitty is better than Kirby Air Ride.
What about Minecraft Pocket
I'm
Edition?
throwing that at you.
I'll kill you.
Whoa.
Which is better, Rob? Kirby Air Ride or Hello Kitty?
Dare you make me stand on this hill and force me to choose?
Robert and George is addicted to staring into the
Get your ugly face away from the camera. I'm so tired of looking at you.
Rob couldn't handle opposite day because he would have to give compliments out, and he just can't. He'd be like, "Oh, what's a nice thing I can say about my friends? Nothing." Although Laura Higgins agrees with you about your Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So, let's see. 5 was the most refined sandbox of Metal Gear.
See, good answer. It's a good answer. Y'all can eat me.
Yeah, but it was unfinished because what's his name? Who's the guy who made Metal Gear Solid?
Kojima.
Yeah, he get canned towards like the end.
No, he left.
Oh, he left
because he wanted to make Silent Hills. And if anybody is familiar, there was a playable demo called PT that came out, and it was supposed to star Norman Reedus, and it was supposed to be the new Silent Hills game. Konami said, "No, Kojima, you make Metal Gear. That's all you're going to do." And he went, "Metal Gear's done. I finished it. Like, 5 was the end. There's no more Metal Gear." And they went, "No, make a new Metal Gear." And he went, "No, I'm leaving."
Peace. It just fades out. I'll do whatever I want. He's awesome. He is a god.
That too, yeah. Like Konami also like was like, "Oh, you're not gonna make games with microtransactions? We need microtransactions." And Kojima's like, "Nah." So Konami's like, "All right, fine."
To do with Metal Gear Survive? Now that I think about it,
yes, that is exactly what they tried to do with Metal Gear Survive, and we see how well that game went.
I feel like
1, Kojima wasn't involved. 2, Konami's like, "Gotcha games. Spin those wheels. Spend microtransactions. Spend money. Get better drops." And
people
"No,
didn't you have to pay for a save file?
It just wasn't the right market for it.
Yes, you have to pay for a save file.
That's insanity to me. That's like that. I remember that. I was like,
that
what?
sounds like what was it? There was another title that tried to do that. Let It Die was another one that was like, "Hey, you want to keep going?"
But did I use cap right? That's the real question.
We don't have enough time to teach you how to properly
Slang.
use cap.
I wish I knew how to. Okay. Let's see here. Konami effed him because he wasn't making good gotcha games. Fair. They saw the money in the stupid Dragon Collection game, and they took away the funding to finish Phantom Pain. So
I guarantee you, if they tried it now, people would probably be singing a different tune. Because I mean, look at how many people are willing to just dunk down money on stuff like what Genshin Impact.
Yep.
I'm sure there's other ones I could describe without getting too weeby on people, but people will pay an exorbitant amount of money for JPEGs of anime women. If they had done this in this climate now, I have a feeling they'd probably get away with it.
Riot Games, League of Legends.
Is that what they're doing right now?
George?
No,
George,
but they have all those skins, right? That you can pay.
Yeah, I know you had to like pay for skins, which I understand that's a cosmetic thing. I get it.
Right.
But don't you have to like pay for characters too?
You don't.
Yes, but you can save up, right? And you can earn in-game currency called blue motes to unlock characters. It just takes longer. I'm not gonna lie. I know I get shit on for using RP, which is the paid currency for League of Legends, to buy a skin, but I did get the new Cho'Gath skin.
The one where he's like
Covenant
carrying
skin
like a castle on his back.
A city on his back.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I got that.
You know,
I also played a ranked game with Cho'Gath the other day, and I actually won. I won lane, and we won the game, and it felt really good. Yeah, thank you. I'm awful at ranked.
Oh,
thank you. I'm awful at ranked. Look, you're looking at a solid bronze 4, bronze 3 player right here, but it's because I try to jungle.
Yeah, that's already rough as it is. I'm just trying to figure out how. I wish I could
have more comments. Like,
no, I was trying to change the fixed position for. Oh, I think it works. There we go. Perfect. So now it'll work. I need to return. Oh yes. I still want to go back. The problem is I don't want to restart Metal Gear Solid, but I don't want to restart it, but I also kind of do. But if I restart it, I have to play that unrealistically boring 2-hour intro, like the most boring tutorial mode that any game's ever had, where you're like crawling through a hospital. It was like where you wanted to just gouge your eyes out. I was like, oh my god.
Speaking of Snake Eater, like circling back real quick, I am so upset that I cannot find anymore the YouTube clip of the dude that was singing Snake Eater and was like cracking his voice and everything. Derek, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
It's non-existent anymore. It's non-existent. I can't find it, and that man is a hero, and it should be out there.
What did he do that made him a hero?
It's just he attempted to sing Snake Eater. He was so passionate, but his voice kept cracking, and it was, I guess, a joke or a meme in a lot of the aspects of everything, but kind of like how Star Wars Kid was like a meme and a joke, but like his lightsaber skills were they were on point, and I stopped myself. They were on point. Like he had great lightsaber skills, but everybody like made it a joke.
He talked himself
Same
out
with
of
this
his
dude
heat.
doing Snake Eater. Like,
Got it.
yeah, he really should not have done it. He was not a great singer, but he full sent it, and I respect him for that. So, sir, whoever you are, good on you. Full send everything.
Is there a comment I'm missing? I only see Jeff's.
It is Jeff's comment. He said that he couldn't sing worth a shit, but he full sent it anyway. It was hidden, and I showed it. So
hot.
It's in the chat. It's just you might not see it on your end. Why are you adjusting Rob's board?
Because of I accidentally hit the scroll wheel and then sadness occurred. So just
look at me. I'm the captain now.
And I'm going to use the arrow key to slowly bring him down now.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You can leave him there because then I don't have to see you.
Oh, you're lucky.
I didn't even do anything.
I was trying to put him above But that didn't work out because I'm not allowed to be happy.
He was trying to block me, Rob, but he ended up hiding you, which, in all honesty, like, who could hide that gloriousness that is you? Just remember.
Yeah, but okay, here's the thing, right?
But
Metal Gear Solid
and what?
Oh,
Metal
they're
Gear
not gonna
Solid
make.
what?
They're not gonna make another one, right? Like they're actually just
No.
super done.
No, they're done.
Yeah,
Because
it's done,
Kojima
over.
left Konami, and they tried Survive. They realized that they can't make a Metal Gear without Kojima, and Kojima will not go back. He wants to pursue his own avenues. That's why, and he wanted to work with Norman Reedus. That's why we got Death Stranding. And Kojima is too much of like an artistic developer that he's going to make a game whether people want him to or not. And I don't think Konami is on board with that. They want Kojima back to make Metal Gear. And Kojima is like, I'm done with Metal Gear. I want to pursue different avenues. But he can't make Silent Hills because Konami owns Silent Hill. So.
But they're doing a remake, right? Isn't there a remake
of what?
Silent Hill. Didn't they just announce that the other week?
Did they? I'd be interested.
So.
I want to go back and play the original Silent Hill.
I'm pretty sure they announced it a week ago, right, Derek? The Silent Hill remake.
Whenever they announced like the new show and movie and stuff like that too.
Return to Silent Hill live action film has cast the roles. Okay, Return to Silent Hill has revealed its two main protagonists. Silent Hill 2 team shows terrifying gameplay preview of their OG horror remake. I'm not seeing anything about
I thought there was like
an
a teaser trailer.
remake.
I could have sworn the other week there was like a teaser trailer for Silent Hill.
So the new Silent Hill movie that's coming out, right? Is it a CG movie like what Resident Evil did?
I have no idea about
where,
the movie.
Where the CG movies are actually like canonical. Oh, Blooper Team is making a remake. It's remaking Silent Hill 2. So Silent Hill 2, Return to Silent Hill, yeah. But is that the movie, Jeff, or is that a game? Because
Silent
from
Hill
what I was seeing,
returning.
it was a movie, Return to Silent Hill.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the games, right? Like, I could have sworn there's just like some teaser that's going to be coming out, I think this year, but I could be wrong. But I'm also I know nothing about Silent Hill either.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it neither.
Does Silent Hill even need a movie though? Like, let's stop with the video game movies. The only video game movies we need is Super Mario Land 2, the movie, Banjo-Kazooie, the movie, Fallout Boy, I'm sorry, Fallout Boy, Fallout 3, the movie. Rob, would you watch a movie on Fallout 3?
Not on Fallout 3.
Well, what if you got to watch the mutant not sacrifice himself, even though he's completely he's unaffected by radiation? So
I just said I'm not going to.
But wouldn't it
watch
be funny?
it about Fallout 3. I would not.
I would like
because I wouldn't want my time wasted. Instead, I'd rather watch something about New Vegas.
Okay, fine, a New Vegas movie.
Better Fallout. Because yes, then I
wrong.
would.
Wrong. Wrong. That's wrong. Wrong opinion. Rob, why would you flip off George like that?
Rob, you know what? Because he knew what was about to come out of my mouth. I like Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 gets a lot of hate. I think it was a really good RPG system, better than New Vegas in terms of RPG aspects, but I think New Vegas
where you're wrong, kiddo. Overall. That's where you're wrong.
Fallout 3 has more
RPG. Exact. All right. Let's get something straight here.
Fallout 3 has more RPG.
Skill points in, all right. If I'm putting skill points into a skill, right, I expect to be able to see a return of results on skills invested. I don't like seeing that I'm about to fail a speech check because I didn't roll a good percentage, even though my skill is maxed out.
That's realistic, though.
Okay, but Rob,
I'm not playing the game for the realism.
Circumvent. But what I'm saying in terms of RPG elements, Fallout 3 has more aspects to it where you can solve each of your quests in different ways than New Vegas did. New Vegas is a better game
No?
overall. Fallout 3 was a
Okay,
better
thank you.
RPG. Yes.
No, it was
Fallout
not.
3 was a better role-playing game.
What part?
New Vegas
Oh
was
my
a better
god!
game
What
all around.
game did you play, bro? Okay, so I'll even give you an example of how to end it with the last ending, right? With the last thing you have to do in the game to finish it off, right? So turning on Project Purity in 3 on this hand, and solving Hoover Dam on this hand in New Vegas. Fallout 3, you have maybe the sum total of 3 choices. You have the choice to activate Project Purity and tell the Enclave to go fuck itself. You have the option to put their special FEV strand in Project Purity and thereby doom the wasteland because you just killed off basically everybody there through irradiated water. Well, not irradiated, but water contaminated with a special variant of FEV that's going to kill anybody with radiation in them. Or 3, you send somebody else in to do it. Now, Hoover Dam, on the other hand. No, you're going to wait until I'm done. Hoover Dam, on the other hand. There are 4 different ways you can tackle a Hoover Dam, and that's just getting there. You can take Vegas for yourself. You can take it for Mr. House. You can take it for the Legion. You can take it for the NCR. And once you get to that point, with 3 of those endings, being the NCR, House, and Wildcard endings, you can either fight Linnaeus to the death, you can talk Linnaeus down either through speech or barter with a 100 speech check, a game that forces you that if you're going to go that route, you better double down. And then still have to either A, talk down Kimball, or B, watch him get mutilated, or C, go back to Kimball, a big old happy hero or whatever. And even then, in the House and, let's see, House, Legion, and, well, not Legion, because you actually have to kill him in that one, but I was getting to that. So either House or, yes, man, you can throw friggin' General Lee Oliver off of the dam as an option. And if you're playing as the Legion, you literally walk through Hoover Dam watching these poor NCR conscripts get torn apart by furry Roman LARPers with machetes and also be able to talk down Kimball, or not Kimball, General Lee Oliver. You can either talk him down or shove that sweet bumper sword that you've been carrying around up his ass. And that's 4 factions with at least 3 different ways to handle it per faction. That sums up 12 different possibilities for completing Hoover Dam compared to New Vegas.
Derek, put that one on fucking stream, that new comment.
Like, no, I'm triggered. No, Fallout 3 is not better than New Vegas when it comes to being an RPG. Fuck you. You're objectively wrong.
I disagree.
Rob, hold on.
Right.
Real quick, Rob. Right?
Fuck you. I don't want to hear it.
But hear me out. You're talking about the end of the game. I'm talking about everything that leads up to the end. At the beginning of Fallout 3.
Would you like another example? I'd be happy to give you another example.
At the beginning of Fallout 3, do you or do you not have more choices when you start out in the vault versus New Vegas that you can pursue?
You don't have more choices in the vault versus New Vegas. The vault is a fucking railroaded experience to get you out. Oh my god, you're so full of shit.
You can choose to side with Amara. You can choose to side with before you take your
It doesn't
tests.
Matter. It ultimately
does because of your karma.
Going from a baby to a child to a teen, taking the goat to getting out of the vault. It does not matter who you side with. It has no effect.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does, though.
Versus New Vegas, where you get kicked out of the friggin' hospital, right? Or friggin' Doc Mitchell's house, and you can either choose to A, help Good Springs get rid of the powder gangers, B, help the powder gangers take it over, or C, just fuck off and go your own way. That's all a game doesn't need. I don't need some contrived bullshit railroaded experience to get me out into the game. Fuck. Look at Fallout 2. At least it gave you a tutorial area and it sent you out into the world.
Fallout 3 did the same thing. You can choose to help Megaton. You can choose not to help Megaton, or you can fuck off.
Megaton was not part of the opening sequence, you fucking crackhead.
But it adds to the experience of the game. You were talking about
Megaton is when you're in the wasteland proper. It's not part of the Vault 101
true,
sequence.
but it adds to the memory of
Oh
Fallout
my
3.
God,
Fallout New Vegas
no,
did
it
not have
doesn't.
any
It's an
moment
entirely separate area. It is when you
Jeff,
start
shut
the
the
game
fuck
proper.
up on this one.
Oh, fuck
Fallout
you.
1 and 2 were great. Fallout 1 and 2 were
fight me.
great.
I cannot believe that you would come into this nice little happy discussion, quote unquote, that we're having and tell me that 1 and 2 were gross. Get the fuck out of here.
Look. I think Fallout 3 is
By the
overall
way,
better
Jeff is
game
working
in
on-
general.
By the way, Jeff is working on some B-roll music for
sick.
you guys.
Yeah, definitely go check him out.
You know, I love like but should you buy like some kind of music or like just intro? But should you buy...
I would plug Jeff's bands, but he's in way too many. A lot of them touring, a lot of them still recording. That I can't plug all of Jeff's bands, but A Gathering of None I will shout out. Devil in the Belfry I will also shout out, and Jeff is part of Sean Henry and the Tonighters, which we shouted out last time. So
right in front of my salad.
I think we can.
I mean, I'll give him a butt touch if that's what you want, but I mean, I don't know how he's gonna feel about that.
I think we can all agree that Fallout 3 is just a better game, right? Like in general.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh my god.
No,
it is.
You're
though.
missing the point.
Yeah.
I said.
What point am I missing? It's a flawed experience.
Rob, shut the fuck up.
Fuck
Fallout
you.
New Vegas is a better game. Fallout 3 is not as bad as people make it out to be. That's what I'm saying.
I will concede that. I will concede that point.
That's
But
all
you're
I'm
trying to
saying.
sit here and no, you're not. You're telling me it's literally a better RPG. It's the same goddamn game on the same goddamn engine with different social encounters and weapons. You are so full of crap.
Right, and those encounters and weapons are better in Fallout. They're
oh my god, no, they're not.
The cool crafting in Fallout 3.
What crafting?
The blueprints.
You've got like 8 of those, and that's it. Oh my god. They give you so many more options, and that's just with the repair options. You could take the science route and recycle your own ammo and make weapons that way. Hell, you could take a perk to make grenades, bro, out of a friggin' dinky little microfusion cell.
Duke Nukem is better than Doom.
We're gonna ignore that, but Fallout 3 is like I will take it to my grave that Fallout 3 is just a better game.
Oh, New Vegas,
general.
absolutely. Don't think I forgot that New Vegas's launch stability was absolute garbage. I'm not going to apologize.
Right? Like we can't take anything at launch value with Bethesda. We can't.
No, 76 was literally a flawed game from the start, which it was just.
But
it shouldn't have been released in the state that it was. But I'm not going to sit here and defend New Vegas's launch stability because it was literally unplayable.
Bethesda in general. How many times has Skyrim come out and it still has bugs and it's still fucked up? Like,
yeah, because they're reusing the same engine that they've been using since Morrowind.
Exactly. And then Todd's like, "Oh yeah, we're making 6, but we're not talking about it ever. We're not. You want to know updates? No. Nope, we're not doing that."
Why does it always get to this point when it's on like the tail end of the podcast? I never understand it. It always ends up with George and I getting heated at one another.
Well,
either we're like hyping each other up, or we're just at each other's throats. There is no in between.
Rob, while we're on stream, I do know that Derek has been asking, when we're doing our Digimon thing, what type of conversation would you like to have? And we can discuss this, right? Because we're rounding up.
Yeah, let's just hash this out right now. This is the Rob and George hour. Fighting Mirak was a pain. Mirak was a shit boss. Don't at me.
Who's Mirak?
No, it's because Mirak, like a lot of the time,
Oh.
Mirak was bugged, and you had to like find workarounds to defeat him. So, like, for example,
I mean, I'm more of an SCP kind of guy myself, but hey, you do you.
But so the Mirak fight, right? Like, I had to help with that fight because he would absorb the dragon soul, but wouldn't heal to full health. So he just stayed invulnerable, and you basically had to like summon down your dragon get it near death so that he can absorb it and get back to full health and then be like vulnerable again. And then you go through damage phase again. And then he had to...
this. I actually did something about this fight. So there's that well-known glitch where you can like abuse the enchantment and alchemy mechanics to make like ridiculous value armor and weapons, right? I actually one-shot Mirak, and the fight literally bugged right then and there. Like he for some reason he just wouldn't absorb a dragon soul.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
For all intents and purposes,
too much damage,
I had him dead.
Yeah, if you deal too much damage to Mirak, right, it automatically bugs. So if you're too overpowered going into that fight, he'll absorb the first dragon soul, or he won't. But he'll never get to full health, and then he stays invulnerable the entire time. So you have to find workaround mechanics to get the other two dragons low enough to land so that he can absorb them so that you can deal the finishing blow. Mirak fight is absolutely a bitch. Bethesda has never fucking fixed it. Todd.
Not only that, but it just from a narrative perspective, I'm you, but stronger. And listen, bro.
Yeah. But all right, so Digimon, right? What type of Digimon conversation would you like to have? Because I'm always.
I know exactly how I want this to go. Okay,
let's go. Let's do it.
The way I want this to go is we start out with favorite Digimon. We started with favorite Digimon. We go to least favorite Digimon.
This is you guys.
We go to favorite game. We go to least favorite game.
Okay.
We go to probably, an anime discussion and whatnot, other media, I'm sure. Maybe things we'd like to see in the future. Maybe features we'd like to see in the future, because they're still actively working on Digimon things.
True.
Maybe maybe see if there's different ways that the series could be brought back as far as like older titles would be concerned, like maybe collections or something like that. What else?
Oh, I like that.
Go on.
So we just got to find a day. I mean, you and I can talk about... What's up?
Most bangable Digimon.
Most bangable.
We've
that's when you decide to chime in, Dirk. That's like your.
And
I'm here for the hot inputs.
The hot inputs. Okay, nice.
Lady Devimon, if you're into BDS,
Anjuwamon,
because them dies though, bro. Them dies.
We like a good Christian. Listen, we like a good Christian hand holding in the dark for 5 minutes.
What's wrong with you people?
Which means
Laura,
backdooring off the table.
Laura,
what's a Digimon?
I love you
it's
to
like
death,
a tiny pony,
but you need to stop
with
right now. Because you do not want.
No. Let's get one thing straight here. So Digimon, right? It's like a tiny pony, but you strap a gun to it, and eventually it turns into a person with more guns.
You strap a gun to it.
Actually, you know what, Rob? That's a fair assessment.
Because I know I'm right.
It is the other version of Pokemon where shit gets real.
Look, Pokemon's for children, Digimon's for adults. Let's be real here.
That's
really?
fair.
Digimon seems way too confusing.
It's not.
I mean,
it's really, really not.
It's not.
I mean, if you really want to go through and go like, oh shit, like the Digivolutions, it's all based on
Digimon World connected to Digimon Adventures and the third Digimon season.
No.
Actually a precursor to the Scrimblow Bimblow on the Y-Box 720. Like, no, it ain't.
Can you mute him?
What?
No, yeah. Like Digimon, it's all about like it's honestly a rock paper scissors, right? Like you don't have to worry about like dragon beats or ice beats dragon, but dragon also beats dragon and all this other shit. It's data, virus, vaccine. That's it.
Yeah. Your
sure,
vaccine beats
there's
your
elemental
virus,
types and everything,
but your data beats your vaccine. Simple as.
Exactly. But Digimon is absolutely for adults because the Digimon there's so many aspects to it, right? Like Pokemon is Pokemon. Digimon, it depends on how you like whether or not
does Digimon have
the Digimon are taken care of or not, right? Because if they're not, they're gonna probably turn into a virus type. And once they're infected with a virus, they continue down like the virus path or all this other shit. there's so many like nuances to Digimon versus Pokemon, where Pokemon have a set evolution standard, Digimon don't. Like, I'll use Agumon because I know I referenced him in the last episode. Agumon, for example, is a vaccine type. The common form goes to like Greymon, and then Metal Greymon, and then War Greymon. However, depending on characteristics and things like that, Agumon can turn into a virus type, like right off the rip, and go into like Tyrannomon. It seems complicated, but it's really not. Like, it all comes down to how you take care of it and other things like that.
Yeah, I agree with her. There's
Which is a conversation
And
that you're
then we
gotta,
get
like,
into
prepared for because you
fusing
can't
them.
take care of yourself, Derek. So Rob and I will have to handle this, and Derek will join us because he knows what I'm talking about. I'm trying to point up. There we go. Derek will join us if need be because he can understand it. But you can't take care of yourself. So you obviously could not take care of a Digimon, and you'd get Sukamon, the shit Pokemon, every time.
You can fuse Digimon?
Yeah, but here's the thing about
No,
Sukamon.
you can't fuse. They
If you train it
digivolve.
right,
He
it can
said
become
fusion.
it can become a platinum pile of shit.
Oh my god.
Mm.
There's too many bonds. I lost interest after Dogo Bogomon or whatever crap you guys said.
There's over 1,000 Pokemon, and there's not even that many Digimon, bro. Relax.
Yeah,
You're
but
fine.
like it just doesn't make any sense. You know, it's like different evolutions.
Yeah, but
different.
you're ugly, so
See, I don't know how that's relevant, and also it's just a personal tact I don't appreciate.
absolutely irrelevant. Just you're ugly. You're a poop nose, and I don't like the way you smell.
If I had the live poll feature, I would ask the chat like, "Am I really poo poo ugly?" and whatever else Rob would say. Because honestly, it's just not very nice. It's not very nice at all.
Mario, you don't need pockets. You get digital worlds. Everything is digital. There's only 151 Pokemon. What
there's-
do you mean by 1,000?
You might be a little late on that one.
There's,
There's over 1,000.
There's literally like 4 different Meowths now. Like you've missed out a lot.
Jeff, do you need Ruby and Scarlet? I'll let you borrow mine because I'm not playing that shit.
You mean Scarlet and Violet? Scarlet, Ruby and Scarlet.
It
Come
said
on.
3rd gen. And then
Yeah,
9th
Ruby and
gen,
Scarlet.
like,
You
oh.
heard me.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably call it here purely to have enough time to actually play that game.
right.
Yeah, I'm probably.
What are-
Well,
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that after the fact. But yeah,
we're gonna try and play Exo Primal, but if that doesn't work, we'll play some Tamagotchi. We'll play some election. Oh God, what happens to the border again? I didn't touch anything. No. Someone else.
Powerful to be contained.
Someone else sell out while I fix this. Hold on.
thank you guys
guys,
for
follow
listening
us
to
from
Goons Games and
Outro
Gears. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out on Discord, on Facebook, on all the socials, Twitter. Tell your friends. If you don't have friends, tell your enemies. Maybe they'll like it because they're cooler than you. Who knows?
Cooler than you. Nice.
But yeah, check us
Rate
all
us
out.
on
all the
Spotify,
socials.
Apple, all those places.
Yeah. Thanks, George, for filling in. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good one. We'll
Like
see
the
you-
video and subscribe if you want to see content similar to this.
Thanks, Rob. That's classy. Yeah, next 4 ways in 2 weeks. That is the
The
34th
after the
thing.
24th. 30,
the 34th.
34.
the 34th. Okay.
Oh wait, I was doubling 17. It'd be 14. So it'd be the 31st
Jesus Christ.
of March.
You're on the
which-
computer. Pull up the calendar.
Well, we're not.
2 weeks
not
is the
working.
31st.
Hey, don't yell at me, man. I'm trying my best.
We've already fallen apart. George is getting
Check
cranky.
us
It's
out
time for him
March
to go to bed.
31st.
All right, have a
We'll
good one,
be
guys.
here, 4-man crew.
4-man.